Hello, I want to do a food adventure vlog. It's gonna be a little while because I gotta set up this story because it's a year-long story. Basically, right now it's kind of like around Lunar New Year time, 2017. Last year in 2016, my friend Amanda Walters, she went to I think it's like the Lunar Food Festival or something in South Bank in the city, like, yeah, along the city, and they have all these food stalls and stuff, and she likes to try different foods, and one thing she tried was this stuff called dragon's beard candy, and she showed me a picture and said, have you ever tried it? She goes, it's really unique, it's like not like anything else she's tried, and I said, oh, that sounds cool, but at the time, that day, I was like busy at home making spring rolls for Chinese New Year or Lunar New Year dinner, so I couldn't make it that day. So I thought, oh, okay, maybe tomorrow I'll go check it out or something. But for some reason I forgot all the details, but I never got to go there because maybe that was the last day for the festival, and I thought I'll look up their Facebook page and then I'll just go to their store like during the year. But what happened was they had a store in Melbourne Central, like downstairs, and when I went there, it was always closed. Like it was never open, no matter what time I went there. And Amanda said she saw them sometimes throughout the year, like at Queen Vic Market. Once she saw them at the store, but it was closed when she was there, and all these things. And there was other kind of like noodle markets and kind of food market things during the year, but never was there. We can never see it. And what happened was today, Amanda's friend was at the Lunar Food Festival or whatever, and Amanda goes, oh, do they have this stuff called Dragon's Beard Candy? And her friend said, yeah, they do. And Amanda's like, oh, cool. And so she called me up and she told me, she rang me up and she said, they have Dragon's Beard Candy at the Lunar South Bank Food Festival or whatever it is, Lunar New Year Festival thing, right? And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go get it because I had my niece's birthday this afternoon around 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, and I thought, well, nighttime I had nothing scheduled, so it means I'm just gonna go get it because how often I'm gonna get a chance to get this stuff, because I keep hearing about it and it's on my list of things to get, but I never go around. It's never, and I didn't want to get someone like, if Amanda saw it and bought it and gave it to me, I don't think I would have. It wouldn't have been as fun for me to actually as to go get it, and I'm glad I did do that because it was so much fun to go get it. Because my niece and nephew were here when she called me, so I go to my niece and nephew. Are you guys doing anything afterwards? Come with me to the city maybe. And then they're like, okay. And then so they asked their mom, and she said yes. And so I took them to the city. We trained it down, and then Amanda caught the train with us. It was fun because like my niece and nephew and Amanda were like chatting and stuff, and it was really cool. And then we went there. We had like an adventure, full-on adventure. Like when we left the house, it was hot and humid, and then when we got to Southern Cross Station, it was starting to get raining. Like it started to rain a little bit, like just spitting. And then the rain, when we got to the food market, it actually started to rain fairly heavily. So we're like running in the rain. Amanda, like her thongs were like slipping on the ground, so she actually took off her thongs and walked barefoot. And so we walked the whole length of the food place, the foods, and it was like, nope, 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 that's not Dragon's Beard, not Dragon's Beard, and it was raining, and as it got further and further, we were like, because I was in my head, I was like, I'm feeling hopeful, feeling pretty hopeful that it's going to be there, and Amanda's like, oh, I hope it's still there, I hope it's not sold out, because when we first got there, a few shops had shut down or closed or things like that. But then, and then Amanda was saying, oh, it's the same, it's probably in the same place that it was last year. And then it was like near the very last area of shops, that's where it was, and it was like, hallelujah. It was there, and we saw it, and as soon as I laid my eyes on it, I was like, yes! I'm gonna get to try this stuff that I've been hearing about so many times. Another thing, like, about a few months ago, I was having lunch with some workmates, and someone named Stephanie told me that, oh, there's this candy that's called Dragon's Beard Candy. Like, I tried some, and I think you'd like it. And I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about, but yeah, I never get to try it. So I almost felt like I would never get to try this stuff, but today I did, and it was actually an adventure to go get it. It was a lot of fun, and the weather, I feel the weather just made it more exciting and more fun. It was really fun. Okay. I'll just before I forget. Basically, it was such an adventure. Like, because each of the food stalls, some of them would have umbrellas, and so after we got the Dragon's Beak candy, we went to get something to eat, and Amanda and all of us we bought what are they called? Okinomi or something. I don't know what it's called, but it's like Japanese food. But it's like basically a Japanese pancake rolled up onto a stick, and it was really yummy. And we were standing there eating it in this little umbrella while it was raining outside, and these other couple, like this guy, a girl and a guy, was there, and we were chatting to them, and we were talking about how we're gonna run home, but we're gonna go from umbrella to umbrella, and they were like trying to see what other food they're gonna get, but they were like, the food that they want to get is at a stall that has no umbrella, so they ran past it and ran back to this one to wait while it's being cooked, stuff like that. It was really funny. So I had a good time. Now to show you the stuff. Oh, I'll show you some pictures. Okay, let's see. Of course, that's Amanda in her Mickey Mouse outfit. And that's my niece there, with her bear hug hoodie. And my nephew Dong was outside of the picture. And that's the store behind them. Okay, let me find it. So that's what it looks like. Comes out in a plate of like 10, like that. And so you can see it. So it looks like that. I don't know why I'm showing a photo of that, because I can show you the real thing. So this is like, we've eaten a few of them. It was cool. So this one's a strawberry one. I actually asked the guy who made it, what's your favourite? And he said strawberry's his favourite. So I thought I definitely want to get a plate of strawberry. And this is the white one. And so also we got some chocolate. And then this one, green tea. So yeah, I should do a live eating of it, maybe. I'll do one of the matchas, because we got a fair few of the matcha ones, green tea flavored, just so you can see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. Actually, before I show you that, I'm going to upload this to YouTube as well, but a video of the guy making it. It was really cool how he made it. He explained everything.
So at first time, it looks like donut. This one stretching little by little. Irresistible 512. 512 number 1024. So 1024 looks like. So this is traditional Chinese. Yeah. So I'm gonna put over here.
It's really cool. It looks like hair when he finished making it. It looks so cool. And it's got peanuts inside, and they wrap it up. What's really cool was I did some reading afterwards, and it's really cool because it's like a historical kind of thing. I think it's been around for a few thousand years, maybe 2,000 years, and one of the legends on Wikipedia said when the emperor first was shown this unusual new confectionery, he said, oh, that looks like a dragon's beard or something, or looks like hair. And also you can stick it on your face, kind of thing, because it's a little bit sticky. And yeah, apparently now it's really rare and even hard to find in China, because not many people still know how to make it, because it takes a lot of skill to learn how to make it well. I think one of the people said she took like 10 years before she could master it, to do it kind of similar to her dad, the way her dad did it. So it's kind of cool just to eat something, know that it's not like just a machine that made it, it's like a person who had trained a long time to make it. Isn't that cool? So let me just... Do that. I don't know if you can see her. This is the green tea one. Yummy. Apparently when you buy it, it's best to eat it straight away. They say humidity is the enemy of this dragon beard. So I've got to put it in the fridge when I get home, which is now. Yeah. What else do I want to say about? I think that's about all. That was really fun. I think the best things about going to try different foods is the adventure that I have getting them. And this was definitely such an adventure. It was really fun, memorable time, especially because it took a whole year to fruition, and also, yeah, it was really fun outing. Really fun. So, did I mention that when we were going home it was pouring rain, like literally really heavy? It hasn't, yeah. And Amanda showed a picture of like Oakley Station, it was like flooded underneath, and she said she had to walk through shin deep water. Yeah, it was crazy. But it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time, all thanks to this food adventure. And that's it for this video. Hope you guys get to try it one day if you're interested. Oh, they have an email. If you look on Facebook, there's a phone number. Oh, well, I'll tell you the Facebook. Dragons Beard Candy Oz, AUS, is the Facebook. And the email is 8dragonsbeard8@gmail.com. So if you contact them, maybe you can figure out how to get some. Okay, that's it for the video.